Hello and welcome to Your Broken Galaxy. I'm Broken, and today I'm asking the question, what if McAllister was Force sensitive? For those that didn't see my previous video, McAllister is my name for the Rancor. So Luke goes to Jabba's palace with the most ridiculous plan ever and ends up falling into the Rancor pit, where he watches good old McAllister eat Jubnuk the Faithful, and he then sees him turn towards Luke. Luke hides under the rock outcropping, and while he is down there, he is like, hold up, I feel this creature's hunger, his pain, and yet his potential. Luke rolls out and raises his hand. The Rancor stops and looks down at the Jedi. He goes to grab Luke, and trusting the Force, Luke allows the beast to pick him up. He brings him up to his face, and Luke extends his left hand to touch the beast on his nose. McAllister doesn't know what is going on. But he knows he can trust this man. He places Luke down. Jabba gets mad, but McAllister is fine. He doesn't end up dead like in the movies. They end up heading out to the Sarlacc, and everything proceeds as normal, but then after Jabba is blown up with all the slaves on his sail barge, the crew goes back to his palace and ends up getting McAllister. So Luke ditches his X-Wing and ends up taking a larger ship to Dagobah. And when he sees Yoda, he's like, hey, Yodels, I have decided who is going to be my first Padawan learner. And Yoda's like, heck, Luke. And Luke is like, come out and meet us. And Yoda is like, to forever sleep I must go. Train well your Padawan. Your father Vader is. And Luke is like, dang, McAllister, did you hear that? And McAllister's like, because, he can't talk. And Luke is like, yeah, I gotta teach you to talk. So Luke ends up finding Yoda's lightsaber, and through a surprising amount of ingenuity, he ends up creating a lightsaber for McAllister. And this thing is freaking massive. The hilt is 3 feet long, the blade is 6 inches wide, and 10 feet long. So ridiculously, Luke decides to try and smuggle this Rancor into Endor. And Vader's like on the ship, and he's like, oh yeah, that's totally my son, but what the heck has he got on that ship? And the captain's like, you want me to let him through? And Vader's like, yeah, I guess. So Luke, McAllister, and the rest are all there, and Luke surrenders. But McAllister stays with the team. The Teddies agree to help, and the next day, instead of sneaking their way in to try and destroy the bunker, big ol' McAllister, the size of a house, comes running in wearing Jedi robes, screaming at the top of his lungs, and swinging around a tree-sized lightsaber, okay? The legion of troops that the D-Star sent down in order to stop them, they get there, and McAllister's already destroyed the base. He just starts grabbing the chicken walkers, ripping their legs off. He ignites his saber, swings it, and cuts down like 15 trees, and all those little bitty plushies come out and finish off the job of killing the stormtroopers. So McAllister points to the ship and to the Death Star, and Han's like, yeah, whatever. Chewie, take him to the Death Star. So Chewie ends up flying up there because they still have the codes and they're able to land. Micmac over here is like rolling through the D-Star like a madman. He ends up making it to the Emperor's throne room and come across 6 royal guards stationed there. They grab their force pike. McAllister swings his saber through 5 of them like they're basically just evaporated by the blade. And the last one he grabs as a little snack. He walks inside the throne room, and Vader is like facing down Luke, okay? Luke is like, see, Father, I've started the order again. And the Emperor looks at McAllister holding the half-eaten royal guard and just closes his eyes for a moment in exasperation and opens his eyes to see McAllister eat the other half and mutters to himself, you guys had one job. So McAllister runs towards Big Daddy V, and Vader is like, dude, what the heck? He lifts his lightsaber to deflect McAllister's blade, but it doesn't matter. It just smashes through and melts Vader to bits. The Emperor uses his lightning on McAllister and says, join me, Luke. And Luke is like, yeah, bro, I don't think so. Palpatine is like, fine, and stops shocking McAllister. Then he's like, join me, Rancor. And McAllister grabs it in his massive hand and crushes him to death. Then the Death Star explodes because the shield generator went down early. Lando and Wedge were able to fly in early, blow it up sooner than usual. Everybody dies, hooray! So this video was made because I put a poll out asking what video I should make, and this one won. It's my first time I've done such a thing. I'm probably going to do more polls in the future. Just so you know, guys, I am trying to make this YouTube channel a part-time job. The way you could help do that to allow me to focus a little bit more time, not be so rushed on these, is by subscribing, by liking, by leaving a comment. If you actually want to support me on Patreon, you can check in the link in the description below. Maybe someday I'd also have a subscribe star, in which case I'll change the link. But thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that garbage.